There you have it. Champions League Day. Here we are. Villa Park has finally got the Champions League music back. Episode 40 here of Football Manager 10 to 15 with Aston Villa. It's the 30th of October 2020, and we've got our first home Champions League game on this save, and what a baptism of fire it will be at home to none other than Barcelona. Bloody hell, I'm so pumped. We're going to get absolutely smashed, I can just tell, but I'm just so pumped nonetheless. Since last time, a fair bit's gone on, so probably need to update you on that. I do realise the last episode actually very long for my standards. I don't know whether you like it or not. If you do, say yes. If you don't, say no. I don't really mind. As long as you can take me kind of rambling for so long. Now, since last time, I don't think there was any transfers. If I think correctly, well, nobody in. On the outs, maybe a few loans. Nothing that you guys need to worry yourselves on, though. Since last time, the fixture's been up and down. Up and down. It hasn't been the best start to the season, but then again, it hasn't been the worst. We've struggled away from home, and we've struggled by conceding a few late goals, which have really kind of killed us. We've dropped, I think it's 4 points. No, it mightn't be 4. 3 points maybe, through last minute goals, which is just an absolute killer. That was the last episode. The 1-0 defeat to Nottingham Forest. Not deserved, but I suppose we didn't take our chances, so we didn't deserve to win the game. But then we followed that up with a 4-1 win over Tottenham, which was a great result. Saibi scored twice, Grealish and an own goal from Boyleson, cancelling out Bruma's goal for them. A very dominant performance, and one that I was very pleased with. But then this was the first one. We lost 2-1 away from home at Hull. Eler Azemi gave them the lead 34th minute. Jack Grealish had equalised in the 85th minute. I was thinking, actually, if we just get out of this game with a 1-1, that'll be fine. We can kind of regroup from that. That was until David Santon fouled Tom Ince on his way through in the last minute, 93rd minute. Straight red card and a penalty, and then Tom Ince scored. 2-1 Hull. Absolute shocker. From Santon, straight red. He just brought him down, last man. Stupid tackle. Stupid. We then did follow that up, though. We had a little bit of a break to kind of contemplate things there with the international break, and we came back with a 4-0 win over Charlton. Goals from Bonazzoli, 2 for Boye, and Saibi on the score sheet as well. In a good win, very solid. We've been very, very comfortable at home actually this season, although we haven't actually played too many home games. This will be our first home Champions League game, as I've already said. Better just take you through our Champions League group, because it really is a baptism of fire sort of group. First year in, and we've been named in the group of death. Barcelona, Aston Villa, Dortmund and Ajax. Could you get much worse? We were the number 4 seed. Ajax number 3, Dortmund number 2, Barca number 1. Gee, like there's not much to call in that group. Anyway, we did manage to pick up, though, an extremely respectable 3-3 draw away from home at the Signal Iduna Park over in Dortmund, which I was really pleased about, because I thought it was going to... We were 2-0 down after 20 minutes through Marco Reus and Carlos Fierro, and I was thinking, geez, this could not be any less ideal. Then Jack Grealish made it 2-1 before Bonazzoli scored from the penalty spot to make it 2-2 in the 66th minute. But Marco Reus scored a cracking free kick in the 70th minute to kind of erase all our hard work and give him the 3-2 lead. But Maximilian Meyer, of course, back to his old stamping ground, back in Germany. No, not Dortmund, he was from Schalke, but back in Germany, and he piped up with 5 minutes to go to get us a point, a valuable point. I'd say it'll be a valuable point come the end of this Champions League group, because it's going to be very tight. We then drew 2-2 away at Sheffield United. This is another game I thought we'd just lost, but we managed to scrape a point this time around. Richard Smallwood gave them the lead in the 26th minute. Robbie Byrne equalising with his first of the season in the 54th. Zach Clough, though, gave them the lead in the 84th minute. I wonder, is he anything to do with... Does anybody know? Nigel Clough? No? Or Brian Clough? No? Obviously not. He gave them a lead in the 84th minute, but Federico Bonazzoli managed to score in the 93rd minute, pretty much last play, to get us a point at Bramall Lane. Tough place to go, I suppose, so I wasn't too displeased with that. We scraped through the Capital One Cup third round against Bradford. Of course, Villa and Bradford don't go down well in the Capital One Cup. Of course, a few years ago, us losing to them in the semi-final was fairly embarrassing. They're a championship club now in the league in this game. We drew 3-3 and won on penalties. We were 1-0 up through Bonazzoli scoring from the penalty spot. Anthony Hutchinson equalised. Paulinho gave us a 2-1 lead. Marvin Sordell equalised. Manfred Götze gave us a 3-2 lead. Then Anthony Hutchinson equalised again. So it's 3-3. We managed to win the shootout 5-4, which is good. There was a few debuts in that game. Alderalino. No, first game of the season for a few guys. Alderalino making his full debut. Götze played. Dede, Bradbury, Tielemans, Kai. There's injuries for Mendes and Cleverley. We then played Manchester United in our most recent game at home and drew 2-2. Another absolute stinker with a late goal. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain had given them the lead actually after only 28 seconds. But Robbie Byrne managed to equalise in the 28th minute, good to see. And Lucas Boyer had thought he'd given us all 3 points with a goal in the 72nd minute. Until the 92nd minute, guess what happens? David Santon gives away a penalty. 6.1 you can see. Well, Meyer had a 6.1 as well, but most of the ratings were pretty good, and then there's just Santon. And he was playing quite well as well, to be fair to the guy, but really a moment of madness. Just taken down. I can't remember who it was. I think it actually was Savitsky, and he got back up and slotted the penalty away too, which was a real disappointing kind of blow, because we deserved to win that game because we were quite plucky. Which leaves us 10th in the league so far. So really a very bang average start. 6 games, 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 defeats. Scored 13, which is quite good, but conceded 8, which is a little too much for my liking. Although, Jesus Christ, Wolves have conceded 25 in 6 games. Holy shit. Anyway, 8 points out of a possible 18, which leaves us in 10th, as I was saying. But it's still very close early on, so can't look too far into it. Anyway, we do have the Barca game today. I'll just give you a quick run through of the squad stats so far. And what's been happening. Bonazzoli's our top scorer with 4. Saibi's got 3, Grealish 3, Boyer 3, Byrne is 2, Meyer is 1, Paulinho is 1, and Götze is 1. Meyer has really been a little bit of a flop so far, not quite adjusted to the Premier League yet. 6 games, 2 off the bench overall, 1 goal, 3 assists. Isn't too bad, but 1 goal and 1 assist did. 1 goal, 1 assist came in the Champions League game, which is actually decent enough. I thought that was the Capital One for a second, but wasn't. So that is quite good. I think he's only going to play off the bench today because we have a big return in Roberto Pereira. I think he's going to start his first game of the year today, which is, again, another tough game for him to come in on. Anyway, top assist provider, Burns got 4, Meyer's got 3, Grealish 2, Mendes 2, Tielemans 2, Boyer 1, and Santon 1. And average rating wise, Manfred Götze with 8.10, but he's only played 1 game. Peruzzi 7.5, Saibi 7.49. Tielemans has been quite good with 7.47. Still looking to try and give him more games because he's got the ability to improve. We all know that. One of the game's wonder kids this year. Dede 7.45, Boyer 7.28, Robertson 7.23, Balanta 7.22, and Para 7.2. Those are the main ones, I suppose. Well, I think we might as well get into today's game. I'm just buzzing for, getting in the Champions League spirit with that song at the start. Hope you enjoyed that. Anyway, as I was saying, Roberto Pereira finally back after a 3-month injury. Yeah, you just got to play him in a game like this. You just do. Anyway, Horn in nets, back four of Robertson, Balanta, Parra and Peruzzi. Cleverly and Saiby in the middle with Grealish, Byrne and Pereira. And then Boye up front. Roy Byrne, the young homegrown player, gets the nod ahead of Maximilian Meyer. Shows you kind of what sort of manager I think I am. We might bring him off at some stage if he's not going well. If you have a look at Barca's team, there's a few news pages in. There's Ter Stegen still there. There's Desciglio's in, a left back, the AC Milan guy. Van He, who I'm not sure, he might be a regen. He looks, yeah, Arno Van He, don't know. Bartra, he's there in real life. Limo, he's a regen. Busquets, Samper, Christoph Kramer. He's around in real life. Who does he play for? Mönchengladbach? Looks like it. He's done quite well on this save. And then Suarez, Neymar and Messi remains to be the front three. I suspect an ageing front three, though. Neymar won't be ageing, but Messi and Suarez probably old enough these days, with it being 2020. But Messi is just an absolute tank no matter what age he is. Probably going to still be better than everybody else at the age of like 80 or something. But here's Grealish, come on. Cleverly, maybe an early chance there. Grealish. Back in, Pereira. No. Peruzzi, cleverly. Just play it around. Get the ball in. Boye! Oh, jeez, that was a good chance early on for Lucas Boye to put us in the lead, but he puts it over the bar. Really disappointing. Grealish now. Robertson. Grealish. Grealish now, making that run down the left. Oh, such a poor ball in after such a good run. Ter Stegen now, Bartra. Oh, Robertson, what have you done? Luis Suarez in behind. Kramer. Messi. He's not going to miss that. 10 minutes and Villa Park has already had to witness a Lionel Messi goal. It comes from a mistake from Robertson. It's really disappointing because he's actually been playing really well this year, but of course just making a mistake at a crucial time. Here's Pereira now, finds Cleverly. No real width on that left hand side. Grealish is cut inside. Here he is. Oh, good save. Pereira. Chance. Boye. Grealish gets in. 1-1. Jack Grealish. The Irishman. The native man has put us one apiece here. It's a complete scramble. Grealish takes advantage though. We are back on level terms. Barcelona, who are you? That's what I'm saying. Apart from those two chances, not being the most exciting first half, to be honest. But oh no, come on, Pereira, break. Oh, that is an extremely sloppy ball, and Timo Horn has got to be good to tip that one over from Neymar. That was destined for the top corner. A rare sloppy pass really from Roberto Pereira. He's not really been at the races today. Probably, first game of the season to be thrown in this sort of a game is probably a step too far for him. We might even take him off now. I think we will. We'll bring on Maximilian Meyer on the right. We're actually going to try him on the right because I haven't played him. I've played him all the time behind the striker and played Robbie Byrne on the right, but let's keep Byrne in the middle for now and put Meyer on the right. Here's Peruzzi now, finds Parra. Here's Meyer. Saiby. Go on, Saiby. Meyer. Yeah, oh, it's a good tackle by Desciglio. But Balanta does well. We're really dominating with all the chances that have been in this match. Grealish cutting inside. Finds Lucas Boye. 2-1 Aston Villa. Yes! We have turned it around against Barcelona. Jack Grealish with a beautiful little run. Then a little ball inside to Boye. And we are 2-1 ahead. Really, we've had the better of the chances, really. They've had the odd one. They've had the Messi one, which, of course, they scored, and Neymar one tipped over. Saiby! Robbie Byrne! Yes! The Birmingham man! He's born and bred Villa. And he has scored against Barcelona. Saiby with the Free kick. I think Ter Stegen saves it onto the post, but it rebounds, and Robbie Byrne is the only one to react. Why always Robbie? It's 3-1. But here's Messi. Neymar hits the post, but he was offside nonetheless. And what a day, what a night this is turning in. A first European night. A first proper European night at Villa Park. And it is going to be a night that is, unless they score now, which is going to make it very, very difficult. Messi, oh no, Timo Horn, that's a poor bit of keeping. Guess who? It's Lionel Messi, you know. Just doesn't surprise you, does it? The man is a king, but still leading though, 3-2. Maybe we need to make a sub. 9 minutes left. Who's knackered? Cleverly is. Bring on Federico Bravo. We're going to keep another change right for the end to kill a bit more time. Oh no, Timo Horn now. Grealish. Don't tell me we're going to spurn another lead. I wouldn't put it past us. Boye. Oh, he's dispossessed extremely easily. Don't give it to Messi. And guess then, Luis Suarez. What a save! Timo Horn keeps this game at 3-2 for now. Burn away. Now doing his defensive duties. And Boye loses it way too easily though. Then he fouls him. You idiot. Win it. No, back to Ter Stegen. Robbie Byrne chasing it all the way. End of the highlight. Let's just shut up shop for now. For the end, really. Waste time. Much lower tempo. Take off. Boye. Bring on Bonazzoli. Boye, of course, good game for him today. He gets a goal. Neymar. No. And guess then. It's away. Blow it up, referee. It's time up. Time up, ref. Robbie Byrne. Or make it 4-2. I don't mind. Bonazzoli. Oh, he's offside. Okay, time up. Yes, there it is. Villa Park. Cannot believe what has happened. We have beaten Barcelona 3-2. Oh my god. I cannot believe it. I'm going to tell the journalists that. That's a key result. Barcelona not even in the top 2 at the moment. I think Ajax have been beaten 1-0 by both Dortmund and Barca. So I'm hoping, considering we drew with Dortmund and beat Barca, that we'd be able to beat Ajax as well. We've got 2 games against them coming up soon. They are middle ones, so we're playing them home and then away. Then home to Dortmund and then away at the Nou Camp last game. That's not going to be good. And actually, is it a perfect mix that it's going to be on the 1st of December? It is. But is that too much of an update? I think with the way things are, we might need to narrow these down to a month. So what I'm going to do actually is kind of come back for the Ajax game, because Champions League is really what this series is about. I know the league is important, but of course if there's interesting games in the league, I'll give you them too. But up until then and now, it's because the kind of it's getting so packed, the schedule with so many competitions. Like you look at the competitions page, and we're suddenly in a lot of competitions than we used to be. So we've got Liverpool away in the league, Chelsea at home in the league, Ajax at home in the Champions League, away to Swansea in the league, home to Middlesbrough in the Capital One Cup, and home to Stoke in the league before travelling to the Amsterdam Arena for a very tough task in itself. Ajax are no mugs whatsoever. Anyway, I think this has been a long enough episode as well. I hope you enjoyed it. It was an absolute stunning one to Livecom. We win our first home game in the Champions League, and also we get our first win in the Champions League in this episode. So for that reason, please do give it a like, comment and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. I'll see you guys later. Bye.